I had an experience, and there was a lady. She looked really clear, and she told me something about clearing the aura. And I thought, and she gave me like letters, and I didn't really understand what she was telling me. And when I was awake the next day, I looked things up on the internet, like, the letters that she gave me. But then it caught me, and I realized she was trying to tell me just to clear my aura, my auric field.
Hi everyone, Florentin here, and I'm here with Lebrina, who's just completed my 12 weeks program. Lebrina, hi, how are you doing?
Hi, Florentine. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm excited to see you again, and to find out how it's been going for you. To start off, how was your situation before the program?
Yes, I had tried a 30-day challenge for myself to learn to astral travel. I was reading one of Woolman's books, and he has a lot of tips in it, what you can do. And I did one that was a visualization.
Right, visualization, yeah?
Yeah.
Try that.
Yes, but I got kind of stuck with it because I didn't have anyone to ask if what I was doing was the correct way. So I had a lot of thoughts about it while doing it, and I did experience some vibrations, and I heard sounds like music.
Mm-hmm.
But I never went so far where I could step out of the body. I fell asleep before it ever happened.
Right. And you tried for like 30 days?
Yes.
Right.
Every day, 30 days.
And then you kind of give up, or what happened afterwards?
Yes, I did, because it was kind of hard to do it, to concentrate and focus and not being sure if it was the right way. I should have probably looked for another exercise. There were a lot of in the book of them, but I tried to stay with one because I thought I want to do it thorough.
Yeah. Totally understand. And I know what you're going through some sort of frustration there, because you were doing that exercise. There's things that are happening, but you didn't know what they really meant, and couldn't tell where you were in the process, if you were getting closer, or if you were doing the right thing or the wrong thing. That clarity was missing for you there.
It was, and it was missing also, like a sort of light feeling. It kind of got heavy and difficult.
Right, you got heavy and difficult, so you kind of, at some point, you just felt like, oh, this is not working, and you kind of stopped doing it.
Yeah.
But you didn't give up fully, because at some point you decided to join the program, my program.
Yeah.
Right. So what would you say the difference was between what you were doing in the past versus what the program taught you to do?
Well, it's like you've put so much structure in the program.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't have that kind of structure. I just, picked out an exercise and went with it. But you have so much layers. It's like in the program, you do so many different things.
Yeah.
To astral travel, and you keep it in a good structure where you could have a good overview for the time as well that you need for practice. And so it does a lot of things on different levels.
Yeah.
That I didn't, do before with the book.
And how did that help you? Because there's, they can sometimes, just because there's a lot of things that can sometimes be overwhelming, and it's like, oh, it's too much stuff here, too much information. But it's streamlined. It's a step-by-step process. So it's not like, here, deal with this. It takes you on a step-by-step basis forward. But how did you feel that helped you in terms of your practice? How did that enhance your successes? how did that help you to get out of body? Because you didn't get out of body before, so
Yeah.
how did that work?
It worked because it kept me with the program. Like, it's like a 3-month span. Before it was just 1 month, and I probably needed some more time to succeed in it. And so you being there as a coach gives you motivation as well, that you might yourself not give yourself. And so that was motivating. I really need some motivation sometimes.
Yeah, to keep pushing you forward.
Yes. Yeah. And the different layers, they give you like different steps you could work on, and so you succeed step by step. Like, you finish with one thing, and that's already a success. And then you have also motivation to keep on going forward with the program. And it was like when I went out of body, it wasn't that linear, but because I was doing a semi-indirect method, and then the indirect method kicked in.
Yeah. Did you have success with all 3 methods that I teach?
No, because I didn't really dive into the direct method, because I just had, a baby a year ago, and so that doesn't give you so much room, and it was convenient for me to do the practice at night while sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. And that's interesting. That's a good message to people that have that situation, that might have a baby, and they have a family, and they want to do this practice, and they think, oh, I probably cannot because I'm too busy with my family or something. And you still were able to do that, even though your baby was sleeping in the bed next to you.
Yes.
You were able to astral project.
Snoring.
Exactly. It's amazing. And you're using the methods that you can do while you're sleeping. Those methods was the ones that was working for you. And well, the good thing is that you still have access to the program for life, right? So you can still now go ahead and learn the continue on your journey of learning the direct method, as well as now that I've released some new soundtracks as well.
Yeah,
you can check that out.
Yes, I will. And actually, yesterday I talked to another girl in the program, and she asked me to be her buddy, and we decided on having one day where I will now learn the direct method. So
great.
Yeah, so I will continue.
Yeah, that's a really nice thing that we have this Facebook group that for the people that are in the program, so that you can get together, like you just said, you get together with someone in the group and partner up and decide to practice together different methods, and then learn from each other and have an accountability partner, basically, that just you can bounce ideas with and share experiences with. And I think that's so valuable, because a lot of times when people do this practice, they usually do it alone, from their home. Many times they cannot share it with their friends, because their friends doesn't understand what this stuff is, and it can be quite lonely if you don't have anyone to talk to about it. And it's so nice to have a group that you can actually share and discuss and partner up with other people, like-minded people that are on the same journey as you.
Yes, and exchanging with it gives you new ideas and how to structure things differently as well. And so I'm excited.
Yeah, that's great. And do you remember how many experiences have you had so far, more or less, in the last couple of weeks, 1, 2 months, 3 months now? Even though having a busy, family life and everything.
Yeah, I'd say maybe 4, but maybe I didn't practice that much.
No, you didn't practice that much. But and that's okay, like you say, you're having a busy time now with family. But I think the good thing is that you now have the tools and you know how to do it.
Yeah.
right? So do you feel like now, if you wanted to give 100%, or let's just say like you give more of your time to it, do you feel like you're able to succeed often? Like do you feel like you know what you need to do now, and it's clear for you?
Yes, definitely. Because when I did practice, usually something happened.
Yeah.
Not every time, but yeah,
Exactly.
a lot of times.
Yeah, and it's also like one of those things with the practice. It is a practice. It's just like the same with going to the gym or doing a sport. The more you do it on a regular basis, without having weeks in between, but actually do it on a weekly basis, multiple times a week. It's like a muscle that you train, and you get better and better at it, because you start to notice all the subtle differences in your energy body, in your awareness, and you can start to pick up on lots of these small signs that tell you that you're in the right state.
Yes, and interestingly enough, during an out-of-body experience, someone might come up to you and give you a hint on what you need to do.
Yeah, so tell us about that. You had that happen to you, right?
Yes. I had an experience, and there was a lady. She looked really clear, and she told me something about clearing the aura. And I thought, and she gave me letters, and I didn't really understand what she was telling me. And when I was awake the next day, I looked things up on the internet, like the letters that she gave me. But then it caught me, and I realized she was trying to tell me just to clear my aura, my auric field. So I did that instantly, and in the same night, my astral travel was so much lighter. I could fly again. Whenever I gave a command, it would work right away. And before, it was hard. It wouldn't really work like that. And I was like, okay, I need to have my energy field feel clear, and then it really is easy to do the commands.
Very, very nice. Very interesting. That you got a very valuable advice from a lady in the astral, right?
Yeah.
And how did you clear that energy? What was it that you did to get your auric field to be clear?
I guess it was I just did like a quantum technique, where you just give it in the quantum field. I just gave the command to clear my auric field. And it did clear up right away. I could feel it. But I also use your energy breath to do the energy work. That's really easy as well. And it works really good too.
Awesome. Very nice. That's so cool. And you're having very useful experiences, and you've only done it a couple of times. So this is the end of the program, but as I like to say, it is the end of the program, but it is the beginning of your journeys. This is where it starts. Now you have the keys to the engine, so you know how to start the engine, how to move, how to drive the car. But now there is all these different roads that you can go, and your journeys are, your adventures are starting now. So it's a very exciting time for you at the moment.
It is. And it's exciting to perceive the moment where you really go into that theta state, where you're not going to move your physical body anymore, but your energy body.
Yeah.
That's like really exciting.
How does it feel to get into that state and then separate from the physical body?
It does feel a little bit more like a dream, a dream than just being totally physical, but it's still kind of physical. And it's like, I suddenly I know that I can step out of the body now.
Yeah.
And that's weird.
It's weird, yeah. And it's something that comes with more practice, you know, you always kind of know, okay, now I'm in the right state to get out of body. And you don't know why you know that, but it's just a feeling, like you just know, okay, I'm ready now to go.
Yes.
And would you say it's scary for you?
No.
No.
Not at all, no.
It's pleasant. You feel like it's nice.
Yes.
Good.
Totally. Because it's like it's open, it's suddenly open, and you can move in a different way. Like you can fly, and
you can
it's
fly,
much lighter to move around. You don't have that density you usually have in your physical body.
Exactly, yeah. You don't have the weight of the physical body. You're much lighter. You just float around.
Yeah.
I find it's a very liberating feeling. It feels very good.
Yeah.
It's a really nice, amazing feeling. But I know there's a lot of people that have fear of the unknown, you know. So but for you, it feels like amazing, you know. It's like there's no fear, just great.
Yes, I guess I never really had that fear of, you know, something. There's a lot of stuff out there which would scare you, that there is maybe something that could take over your body while you're gone, or you could encounter beings that don't have the best at heart for yourself.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is, it depends on your vibration. I think this is like getting into astral travel. You really start to understand how energy works and how the universe actually works, what the truth behind the matter is. And the truth behind the matter is that energy is there first, and that creates matter. So whatever you put out there in your thoughts and your feelings and your subconscious as well, so it's important to do energy work and healing work. You will create a frequency.
Yes.
And that will help you travel to that frequency.
Yeah, to great places of higher vibration. Yeah. I think you're gonna love the new Direct Method soundtrack, because I've actually added a section of it now where it's all about building yourself up with a lot of love energy. So you bring in a lot of love into yourself and charge yourself with a very high energy of love. And that really helps as well to that when you get out of body, you will be in such a high frequency that you know you will be attracting a very good experience and meeting loving beings and not end up in the lower astral or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
But a good thing to know for people that are scared, you know, is that honestly, it's more scary to be in a physical body, because, you know, in the physical body, you can get hurt, you can get hit by a car, you can die physically. Something could hurt you in that way. Or if someone is trying to run after you, you have to like hide or run, or you can be in danger. But when it comes to astral projection, you know, like you said before, you can just fly. So you can fly away. You can teleport. And if you really wanted it to end, you can just return to your body in a second, right? And and that's a superpower. That's like being having superhuman powers, which it really is. And that's not something you have in the physical. You know, the physical, you cannot just like teleport away back to your home if you don't like something. Not yet. You need some high-tech device. You can just but yeah, not yet. So who would you recommend this program to? Because I know there's a lot of people out there that wants to learn this stuff, but they might try on their own first, watching YouTube videos, or maybe reading some books. Or what you recommend for those people that really wants to learn this stuff? And yeah, they're kind of on the fence of, should I take this program? Maybe it's a scam, or
It's not a scam. It's not. It really takes you there. And of course, if people want to try it themselves first, they should do that, because that just gives them, it's good for what kind of ability they have to see it and to understand it. And then, if they still need help, they can contact you. And
yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Try first, see how it goes. If you get stuck, I'm here.
Yeah.
to guide you further.
Definitely. Yes. And you will bring so much more to it, because you really, it's really dense, your program. It's like in a kind of a short matter of time, you learn a lot of things, and you picked out the things that are really really worth trying, that are helpful in succeeding. And there are so many exercises out there that maybe aren't that effective, and you wouldn't really know. And you've been through so much, and you have a great understanding of the craft that you know would really work.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I did spend years researching this and experimenting and really trying out different things. And I think it's important that you don't get overwhelmed with too many things, but you just get the right things to focus on.
Yeah.
Because there are many different ways of doing astral projection. There's many different techniques out there and stuff like that. But it can be completely overwhelming to just give someone like, hey, here you have 100 techniques and do them. It's better to just like, okay, these are the most effective ones that I've tested, and also for my students, and and these are proven. They've been successful for a lot of people, so most likely going to work for you as well.
Yeah.
And so you just follow this system, then you feel like you're you feel like you're in good hands, right? You don't feel like you're lost in a jungle of millions of people, and it's just confusing.
No, it's like I said, you put a really good structure to it, and you've layered it, and with the different weeks you learn those different techniques that are really effective, and that helps so much, because you just have to go to that goal, and then you've completed one cycle that will help you further.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it helps because you get that sort of clarity of, you understand more of where you are at and where you should go, and what are the signposts, because it's a very abstract practice, and it can be quite difficult to get to sort of understand what you're doing. And I think the program really helps you to get that clarity on where you are at and what you need to do next to get closer to that out-of-body state, or what are you doing right, what are you doing wrong. That kind of clarity is brought to the surface, and then when you get that clarity, there's less confusion, and you can focus more of your time on actually progressing with the practice, instead of getting stuck and confused, and which eventually leads you down to that path of kind of giving up and putting it on the side for a while, and like, okay, I don't know what to do.
And you also give you start with the easier things first, and then you create it like that you go to the more complex things later on. So I already learned things in week 1 that I use in week 4, and that's really cool, because you really learn it like that. Step by step. You cannot go, you have to come into a process slowly. Awesome, lovely. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. You're welcome. Thank you for the program.